Pemirsa, para pengunjuk rasa berkumpul di Times Square, New York pada hari Sabtu, waktu setempat untuk memprotes serangan Amerika Serikat Israel terhadap Iran yang mengakibatkan meninggalnya pemimpin tertinggi Iran, Ayatollah Khamenei. Televisi negara Iran dan juga kantor berita milik negara Iran pun mengumumkan meninggalnya Khamenei. Setelah diumumkan oleh televisi Iran yang mengumumkan bahwa pria berusia 86 tahun itu meninggal dunia, diumumkan pada Minggu pagi. Sejumlah demonstran yang merupakan warga Amerika tidak menginginkan perang ini dan menyampaikan tuntutan ke Gedung Putih dan ke dunia. Serangan itu membuka babak baru yang menakjubkan dalam intervensi Amerika Serikat di Iran, menandai kedua kalinya dalam 8 bulan pemerintahan Trump menyerang negara itu selama pembicaraan negosiasi mengenai program nuklirnya. Tewasnya Khamenei yang setelah beberapa dekade berkuasa menciptakan kekosongan kepemimpinan yang signifikan karena pemimpin tertinggi memiliki keputusan akhir tentang semua kebijakan utama di Iran.
Blood and treasure on useless, undemocratic, stupid.
Pemirsa, ribuan warga Iran berkumpul di komplek makam Imam Reza di Mashhad untuk memberi dukungan ke Iran pasca serangan Amerika dan Israel. Sementara itu di Teheran, pendukung pemerintahan Iran berunjuk rasa untuk memprotes serangan udara Israel dan Amerika Serikat. Rekaman video menunjukkan kerumunan besar berkumpul di kompleks makam, mengibarkan bendera Iran dan meneriakkan slogan-slogan yang mendukung kepemimpinan Iran. Para demonstran mengutuk serangan Amerika Israel dan menyatakan solidaritas di tengah kekhawatiran akan konflik yang lebih luas. Dan perwakilan PBB Iran Amir Said Irvan melakukan protes keras terhadap serangan yang dilakukan Amerika Serikat dan Israel ke wilayah Iran. Ia menegaskan tindakan ini adalah kejahatan perang yang melanggar hukum internasional dan juga piagam PBB. Tidak ada dalih untuk membenarkan agresi tersebut.
Mr. President, this morning the United States regime jointly and in coordination with the Israeli regime initiated an unprovoked and premeditated aggression against the Islamic Republic of Iran for the second time in the recent months, while deliberately attacking civilian populated areas in multiple large cities of Iran where millions of people reside. As a result of this brutal armed attack, hundreds of civilians have been killed and injured. The aggression and atrocious crime of the United States regime and the Israeli regime and the deliberate and persistent targeting of civilian infrastructure are going. In addition to the numerous civilian residential buildings, the aggressors have also targeted a school in the city of Minab, Hormozgan province, killing more than 100 children. The number of innocent civilians continues to rise. This is not only an act of aggression, it is a war crime and a crime against humanity. Yet today, once again, the representative of the United States, through a regrettable pattern, has attempted to distort facts and rely on misinformation to justify the blatant aggression of the United States and Israel against my country. The facts, however, are unequivocal. The justification advanced by the representative of the United States today are illegal and entirely devoid of legal foundation. The baseless allegation invoked to defend this unlawful use of force have no standing under international law. The invocation of preemptive attack claims of imminent threats or other substantiated political claims cannot legitimize aggression. Such claims are unfounded legally, morally, and politically, and they contradicted the clear principles of the Charter of the United Nations. I also categorically reject the assertion made by the representative of France, the United Kingdom, and certain other Western members regarding Iran's peaceful nuclear program. These claims lack a factual and legal basis. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the President of the United States and the Prime Minister of the Israeli regime have openly claimed responsibility for this act of aggression and have explicitly articulated regime change as their objective, an unmistakable admission of their intent to violate Iran's sovereignty and territorial integrity. The President of the United States has falsely described this aggression as necessary to neutralize an imminent threat to the American people. This is nothing more than a deliberate attempt to mislead the international community and the U.S. public opinion and manufacture consent for unlawful war. Similarly, the representative of the United States has cynically sought to mislead this Council, yet history provides ample documentation that the foreign policy of the United States has repeatedly relied on unlawful force, covert intervention, and political manipulation to alter the governments of other member states. This record is well established. The reality is clear and undeniable. What is taking place today against my country by the United States and the terrorist regime of Israel is a blatant act of aggression, a full-fledged violation of international law. No justification, no accusation, no narrative of disinformation can legitimize or excuse this manifest crime and aggression. Mr. President, we have communicated on several occasions with this Council and the Secretary General about warmongering statements and interfering actions in the internal affairs of Iran by the President of the U.S. in a blatant violation of the UN Charter and international law, and called for the Council action. Regrettably, all were unanswered. The issue before the Council is straightforward. Whether any member state may, including a permanent member of this Council, through the use of force, coercion, or aggression, determine the political future of another state or impose control over its affairs. International law and the Charter are explicit on this matter.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download Metro TV Extend sekarang.